All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS as well. Peace and salutation to the elect. My name is Ainal. The title of this video is This is a Sick, Wicked Place. I got some articles pulled up, and I'm going to just get some precepts. So this is a touchy subject for these individuals because these are the same crimes that they commit and currently under investigation for. You know, regarding the list. Right now we have a couple lists going on, Epstein's list and P. Diddy's list. And Donald Trump seems to be wanting to, you know, bring those lists forth, you know, to show the world, the public, how wicked, you know, the elites of the world are. So anyway, it says sex change surgeon vows to chop off as many kids' genitals as possible before January. So this is pure wickedness. So she's allowing Transformers, and she's trying to make as many Transformers as she can before Trump takes office. And I mean, to have that mindset is just pretty wicked. It says a Florida Transformer surgeon has vowed to chop off as many kids' genitals as possible before Trump takes office in January. She basically told him she's working overtime to transform as many people as she can before Trump re-enters office, right? So she's trying to fill the world with wickedness before, you know, Trump can come in here and somewhat, I guess, issuing that peace and safety. And this nigga is a part of it too, which I have a video on him also. So she said she witnessed a lot of panic within the Transformer community because of Trump. So she said she opened up more days to do transformations. No, so it's just, okay, we got a video. Let's see.
So this is a great question from one of our dear patients who just one of hundreds and actually thousands who've made this work so meaningful for me over the years. And I haven't made any videos about this because honestly I don't feel like I know enough. I don't think any of us know enough about what's going to happen in the future. I have noticed, however, that there is obviously a lot of panic within the community, and lots of folks are reaching out to schedule consults or to get on the books with regard to surgeries. And in response to that, in the office here, we've opened up more surgery days, we've opened up more appointment days to try and accommodate people as efficiently as possible, you know, who are concerned about getting their surgery done before the new administration takes over. And I believe we still have some surgery dates available before then. But yeah, it is frightening times. We don't really know what's in the future. You know, here in Florida, we've been on the forefront of trying to introduce new legislation. We do have a ban on surgical care for transgender use.
All right, so I'm thinking about some so, you know, it could not even be her. You know, she could be doing her job, and she could be a part of this just woke community, and you know, just you know, don't understand. But it's pure wickedness. It could be the people. Also, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Right? So these top banking elites and elite individuals have proven themselves to be exactly what they are, which is the file, right? And you know, that the P. Diddy case, you know, all of that stuff, right? Just wickedness and all manner of abominations. It says an unwise king disturbed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, a city shall be inhabited. Right. So basically, we, the hopeful elect, right, the Israelites are going to be in authority, and we're going to bring righteous judgment to this place. Right. No more of this is going to be happening. No more of this thought process is going to be happening. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Right? So Yahushua is coming to bring true rulership and order to this place, Babylon the Great, in the world. Right? Because of the rulers of this world, he has caused the people to err. Right? Because this is the man of wickedness, the man of sin. And it says an unwise king destroyed his people. Let's get Daniel 8:25. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Right? So just by his policy of saying you can do these things, do as thou wilt, he's going to destroy many, because even these individuals that's rushing to, get this transformation, when Trump takes office and, he stops all of that, they won't have the things that they need to continue doing what they're doing. Right. And there's already people that have, problems and complications. And it's like people don't understand this, but people are wicked and they're following after Esau, Edom. Right. Woe to them that goes down, to Egypt for help, basically. Isaiah 30. It says, I read it again. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right? So this dumb devil is thinking that he's going to come against Yahushua, and he's going to be broken without hand. So let's continue watching this. Here.
From one of our dear patients who just one of hundreds and actually thousands who've made this work so meaningful for me over the years. And I haven't made any videos about this because honestly I don't feel like I know enough. I don't think any of us know enough about what's going to happen in the future. I have noticed, however, that there is obviously a lot of panic within the community, and lots of folks are reaching out to schedule consults or to get on the books with regard to surgeries. And in response to that, in the office here, we've opened up more surgery days, we've opened up more appointment days to try and accommodate people as efficiently as possible, who are concerned about getting their surgery done before the new administration takes over. And I believe we even still have some surgery dates available before then. But yeah, it is frightening times. We don't really know what's in the future. Here in Florida, we've been at the forefront of trying to introduce new legislation. We do have a ban on surgical care for transgender youth. But I've always said there's a huge trans population right here in Florida. Trans people belong everywhere. And so myself and the staff feel very strongly about continuing to offer gender-affirming care as long as we can. And we plan to open up these dates to help accommodate people in the meantime.
All right, Trudeau says it's imperative that teenage girls experience the bliss of baby deletions. And it was interesting that they used this photo of him, right, with these younger girls, right? Anyway, that's the sick mindset of your rulers, just like I read in Ecclesiasticus chapter 10. So Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has urged schoolgirls across Canada to experience the bliss of baby deletions in order to dispel any fears that they may have about the procedure. Right, and that's that do as thou wilt spirit. It says it's very simple. It's a woman's right to choose what she does with her own body. Let me grab something right quick. This is Ecclesiasticus 25:25. I just want to get the point. Basically, so this is just going into the wickedness of a woman, but the point right here, it says, give the water no passage, neither the wicked woman liberty to gather abroad, basically just to do the things that they do, without restriction. If you want to get this like in the NLT, let me get this scripture, Proverbs 22:6. The title there says on life and conduct. I'll start at 1. Proverbs 22:1. It says a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. Right. And the wicked elite, the banking elites, they didn't understand this because they don't have a good name. Right. Shameful spewing is becoming on their glory because they're seeking riches in the world. Right. That's going back to Habakkuk 2 and around verse 5, right? It says, the rich and the poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man perceiveth the evil and hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, right? And that's what the hopeful elect are doing now in this time, right? Seeking Yahweh Bashmi Shai while he may be found. It says, by humility and the fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Shai are riches and honor and life, right? And we're storing up treasures in heaven, by supping with Yahweh Shai, regarding this word, getting it inside of us that it may be, to us wisdom and knowledge, right, for the times to come. It says thorns and snares are in the way of the forward. He that doeth keep his soul shall be far from them. So these thorns and snares are, the different traps and devices that the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Shai throws in the front of wicked individuals, and those being Esau Edom, because trouble has, taken hold of him on every side regarding all these nations hating every way that he goes, basically all his policy and things like that. But they're in one mind regarding that MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, the Karagam or the RFID chip. The point, Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And this is men and women, and basically what the wicked of the world is doing is training up these children to, the bliss of baby deletions. And that just promotes whoredom, right? The fact that you can just go out, unrestricted and do whatever you want to do. And then, you can have a baby deletion if you wanted to, right? So that's not the way you should train up a child. But this is the way that the world is training up women, right? And they're also training even the men to have the mindset to say this is okay, for a man and a woman to lay together, and then, they have a child and say, oh, no, forget that and go delete it, right? But hey, at the end of the day, these curses and things like that is falling upon them, and that's why, they're behind in population, so I read in some articles. All right, so Trudeau went on to say a progressive liberal party that recognizes the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, the freedom to make your own choices in life, must mandate that all members of parliament, anyone who wants to run for the Liberal Party, has to agree. Right, so that goes into their policies again. Excuse me, I'm sorry for burping. They have to agree to defend a woman's right to choose, he said. So they're here trying to defend women's rights, and that's going to mess him up. Right, and it seems like he's on that list too. So the diddler done did him. Anyway, Genesis 6:5, it says, in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Right. So the point is that, she's out here trying to do as much as she can do before Trump gets in office. And this dude talking about the bliss of baby deletions. And he's not even a woman. So how the fuck would he know? Right. Which is still wicked. But this is coming from a man, and look at, and it's crazy. It's coming from a man, and the woman is like, yeah, you know. Usually they'd be like, you know, you don't tell me what to do. Anyway, Genesis 6:5, and Yahweh Bashmiel Shai saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Right? So that's your rulers of the world. Let me get Ezekiel 7. Start at 1. Ezekiel 7:1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai unto the land of Israel, an end, the end is come upon the four corners of the land, right? And that end is come upon Babylon the Great. You know, that we're approaching the end of their kingdom, right? And that's why the chariots out here, right? And they're having meetings about them and things. It says in verse 5, getting to the point, 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. Even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And that's why you see such turmoil happening, you know, on planet Earth now. Destruction, the nations out here dancing, you know, in formal meetings, ripping up papers, you know, not listening to the lies and the BS of Esau, Edom. You have nuclear, you know, agreements and things like that being changed and rewritten, right? War is brewing. Allies are being formed. You know, the good old boys are happy as hell that Trump is in office or about to be in office. You know, it's just crazy. So, Ezekiel 7:3, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. Right, so the abominations of Babylon the Great has reached up into heaven, right? And these are the rulers and the people. It says, in mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come, the end is come, it watches for thee, behold, it is come. Right, and once again, the chariots are here, out here watching, scoping out, you know, cutting off devices, nuclear missiles and things, and they're lying, talking about they got parts to try to, you know, keep the masses under control. So yeah. So it says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. And who is that cruel messenger? Right? The prophets of the Lord, and then ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to come. Right? Because the men of the Lord are, you know, proclaiming the downfall and the destruction of this kingdom because of their wickedness, right? Because of the things that they're doing, right? They're adverse to Yahweh Bashmiel Shai and everything that stands for. You know, adversary, right? That's that man of sin being revealed. Joel 3:1, it says, for behold, in those days, in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Lord's judgment, and plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. Let's get that word plead. It says to judge, govern, vindicate, punish. That's how he's going to plead with you, by wiping you off the face of the fucking map, right? Because you're completely wicked. And it's shown. The people see that. The nations see that, right? Romans 1:18, it says, for the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, right? And that's why, once again, you have the chariots out here being, you know, sent about. Romans 1:19, because they which may be known of Yahweh is manifest in them, for Yahweh have showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse, right? And the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Shai has given us, this knowledge. That's why the scriptures say, Amos, I believe is it 3 and 7 or 7 and 3? Yeah. Amos 3 and 7, it says, surely the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Shai will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. And the prophets are here, explaining the things that are happening, the signs and effects in the skies and the moon, to the world. It says Romans 1 and 21, because that when they knew Yahweh, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Basically, worshiping these different idols, liken him unto these different idols. It says, wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness, right? So this is what the Most High did to all these individuals, right? It says, wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Right, so you got different individuals worshiping, the different devices that Yahweh Bashmi Shai has put here, worshiping idols, even going down and trying to seek help from Esau, Edom. It says, for this cause Yahweh gave them up unto a vile affection, for even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the man, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. And and it's basically is going to the transformers. It says and also laying with the same kind. It says, and even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, and bidders of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgments of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only to do them, but have pleasure in them that do them. Right, so this going into the wicked Esau, even the man of wickedness, and also the different individuals, the 2/3, just the wicked. Now let's get this in NLT again. Romans 1 and 18. It says, Yahweh's anger at sin. But Yahweh shows his anger from heaven against all sinful, wicked people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. They know the truth about Yahweh because he has made it obvious to them, right? And how is that again? Through his prophets, right? It says, for ever since the world was created, people have seen the earth and sky through everything Yahweh made. They can clearly see his invisible qualities, his eternal power, and divine nature, so they have no excuse for not knowing Yahweh. Yes, they knew Yahweh, but they wouldn't worship him as Yahweh or even give him thanks. And they began to think of foolish ideas of what Yahweh was like. As a result, their mind became dark and confused. Claiming to be wise, they instead became utter fools, right? And that's people also claiming that they know Yahweh Bashmi Shai and what they should do and what they shouldn't do, right? Saying he's all love and then not of war and all of that. It says, and instead of worshiping the glorious, ever-living power, they worship idols made to look like mere people and birds and animals and reptiles, right? So that's going to the idol worship. So now getting to the point of the video here, Romans 1:24, it says, so Yahweh abandoned them to do whatever shameful things their hearts desired. As a result, they did vile and degrading things with each other's bodies. They traded the truth about Yahweh for a lie, so they worship and serve the things Yahweh created instead of the Creator himself, who is worthy of eternal praise. Amen. That is why Yahweh abandoned them to their shameful desires. Even the women turned against the natural way to have sex and instead indulge in sex with each other. It says, and the men, instead of having normal sexual relations with women, burned with lust for each other. Men did shameful things with other men, and as a result of this sin, they suffered within themselves the penalty they deserved. Since they thought it foolish to acknowledge Yahweh, he abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let them do things that should never be done, right? And that's, today's society, right? It says their lives became full of every kind of wickedness, sin, greed, hate, envy, murder, quarreling, deception, malicious behavior, and gossip. They are backbiters, haters of Yahweh, insolent, proud, and boastful. They invent new ways of sinning, and they disobey their parents, right? And that's going into even, what is that? Let me see. We can get the unrighteous decree and the fact that he spoke as a dragon. That's Psalms 10, Isaiah 10. I'll do Isaiah 10 real quick. Because it said in the NLT, it said invent new ways of sinning. And that's exactly what Esau is doing. He's going to be making new sins, new laws, new things to do, right? Which is not actually new. Isaiah 10:1, it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, right? So that's going into Esau, Edom, and his draconian measures, draconian, measures and laws that he's going to be implementing. Let me just, Romans 1:30, it says they invent new ways of sinning and they disobey their parents. They refuse to understand, break their promises, are heartless, and have no mercy. They know Yahweh's judgment requires that those who do these things deserve to die, yet they do them anyway. Worse yet, they encourage others to do them too, right? And some people, the mindset was like, oh, well, we have grace and I'm going to just keep sinning, until Yahweh comes or something like that. So with that, that's just been the blowing of the trumpet of how wicked and sick these different individuals are, right? And of course, it's starting with the heads and the leaders. And I'll read that again, right? Because this is all a product of Esau, Edom, of Babylon the Great. That's why you have different individuals like Kamala Harris going to different states like Africa or Guinea, and trying to push on that LGBTQ, stuff over there and all over the world. That's why you get Habakkuk 2:5. I'll grab that before I grab this. Right here. It says Habakkuk 2:5. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. That's his policy, right? Now they keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto him all nations and heaveth unto him all people, right? So he's trying to gather different people into his cesspool of wicked abominations. But the nation's not having it, right? They're not having it. I'll read this again. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Right. And that's why you see the elect now coming back to who they are, right? And that light being shined upon us, right? And that understanding being shown from us, right? And us judging the world, even now, for the wickedness that they're doing, right? Proclaiming the words of Yahweh Bashmiah Shad. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. So right now, that's not the case. There's no profitable person, in authority right now, right? Esau, Edom is ruling, and he's causing different people to, do the things that they're doing and say the things that they're saying. So with that, I'll say shalom to the hopeful elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.